Junctures podcast, and I'm here with Nan and Denny, and I'd like them to share their story about Adam.
Okay, I'm Nan,
And I'm Denny.
and we're going to talk to you about my youngest son, Adam. First of all, my story starts out I was a military brat, so I lived all over the country. I didn't get to live around my family, only my mom and dad and my two sisters and I. We didn't really know our family, so when I came here to Indiana, all I wanted was a family. I wanted a family that we could be close, and I had wanted that my whole life. I had three sons. I was so happy having my kids. I did everything with them. And then we have 9 grandchildren and 1 great grandchild and 2 more on the way. We are a large, loving family. My father passed away November 10th, 2019, and my mother passed away November 19th, 2020. 9 months later, our grandson, Evan, our youngest one, Adam's youngest son, he was 13 years old and he killed himself. Adam was crushed by that. I sometimes think he maybe died of a broken heart. It didn't help him. He was an alcoholic, and it was hard for any of us to, because we were all grieving also, but it was hard to figure out how to help Adam through the hurt that he had. I mean, we were there for him and talked to him and stuff, but he was in so much pain. It was a horrible thing. 9 months later, I had to feel that pain because then I lost Adam. He was in for recovery, so we didn't get to see him for 4 days. But the second day he was there, I was at church in a meeting, and I got a phone call from the coroner that told me that Adam had passed. We went right down to the hospital, and I got to see him, but it wasn't something nice to see. But I did to talk to Adam. And then 45 days after that, my sister died. So sometimes I feel like I haven't had a good time to be able to grieve because all the deaths happened so fast and I had to be there for everybody else. I guess in some ways that's the kind of person I am. I try to make it good for everybody else. My sadness was always there, but I couldn't let it come out the way that I probably should. It still happens. I do pretty good. I have days where it's a little bit harder than other days. I got a recording from Adam the day before he died. I couldn't get to my phone, so he left me a message, which I still have to this day. And when I need to hear him, I listen to it because he says, "Hey, Mama, I'm just checking up on you, see how you are. I hope you're doing okay. I love you, and I'll talk to you later." I have him to listen to and to talk to when I need to hear him. We have a lot of family gatherings. We're all together a lot. We're a very close family. Everybody else misses Adam terribly. His one older brother, Michael, Adam wasn't just his brother, he was his best friend. It's been really hard for him. His wife has told me that sometimes he really has a hard time and he's angry. We talk about Adam at all the family functions. We always say things like, "Oh, Adam would just love to see this." Or I tell Aiden, his only son that's left, "Your dad would be so very proud of you. Aiden, you're doing so well in everything. You're just becoming a nice young man and he would be so proud of you." Aiden now is saying there for a while he didn't say much because he was bitter and angry with his brother for doing what he did. But now he tells me a lot. He really thinks about his dad a lot and really misses him. And that touches me deeply. So we talk about him, and that helps us a lot. I get to hear Adam on my phone, and that helps in the deepest parts of it. Family gatherings, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, those big special days are when I really miss Adam because a part of our family is.
Well, I've known your family since we're related
Right.
and was always a fun loving, friendly young man, and
He loved life.
and he did. And I know your family, like just the Facebook pictures I see almost daily, all the special closeness of the family. And that's kind of some of the challenges when you kind of look back on this grief, because at one point you have all these happy, great things that are going on in your life, and then you have this hole that's missing.
You feel that hole even bigger when everybody else is with you because you know that he's not there. That's when you really can
Yes.
feel the emptiness of it. You know, in all the pictures, like I used to always have a picture with me and my 3 sons. And now it's just me and my 2 sons. That gets me the worst. When it should be my 3 sons, it's only my 2 sons. But, I know I'm going to see him again someday, and that keeps me going.
I I don't know how you would deal with this without faith. It's really important for us. Maybe talk about your support systems, people from church, family, and faith in God, like how that's really helped you deal with this.
A hard one because I don't know if it's really helped me deal with it. All I know is knowing God has helped me deal with it. Other people, like, they'll talk to me about it and even cry with me about it. But a lot of times, like at my Bible studies and Monday nights, the lady that directs that, she just lost her mother. People say little things like, well, when I know I need somebody I can talk to about all this, I know I can come to you. A good friend of mine from high school, I think it was probably 6 months after Adam, they lost their daughter.
Yeah.
From down in Indianapolis, but the parents lived here. And the first thing I did was reach out to them, and we have been a cornerstone for each other through this whole thing. We talk to each other very regularly. When we're feeling down about our child, we can count on each other because we've both been there. It's a hard thing for me to talk about Adam to everybody because even Denny, I don't talk to him like I should about it, but I keep it too much locked up inside.
It's hard to get to the point of remembering the blessings of having them for as long as we did it. That's your faith.
I've had people tell me, close people, like family. My little sister told me, she said, you're just going to have to get past this sometime. Because I put things on Facebook about how I lost my son and I miss him. Things will never be the same. But it's true. But people that haven't lost something like you have, they don't really understand. I am one that believes that things do happen for a reason, but I don't need people to tell me that. You know what I mean? I know things happen for a reason.
It doesn't ever go.
And Adam was in a lot of pain. I know that. And Adam is not in pain anymore. Adam is not sad anymore. Adam is not sick anymore. Adam is strong, happy. But he will be forever missed. It's like a part of me is gone. I'm not completely the same as I used to be because when I first retired, I quilted all the time. I quilted all my grandkids and all my kids a quilt so they'd have something to remember me. When I lost Adam and even Evan, I didn't even come in. My joy was gone and I didn't feel like I could do the things that brought me joy. I've started coming back in here now. I'm trying to get myself to where I do some things that I enjoy, but they're always right here with me. I got pictures everywhere of them, and it's all of them, not just Adam and Evan, but it's all of my family. That's what surrounds us in our home. They're always here with me, always will be.
Well, I appreciate you talking about it because I've talked to people that have lost kids and they've started foundations. They're very active in all kinds of things to help other people, but it's very challenging for them to speak their own feelings and what they're going through. It can be masked by, okay, I have so many activities that I don't look inward for the pain or talk about it. And so it's not uncommon not to talk to someone or share those deepest feelings. This has been cathartic for me doing this podcast. Like I'm talking out things that I probably never would have talked. You're comforting others, or you have to go on with life. Opening up like
the real reality of, unless you've lost a child. A lady I used to work with, she lost her child, and there was times when she was like, oh, I just can't go on. It had been so many years, and I'm thinking, Sarah, you just got to get over that. And now I know her pain. I know what she's saying, but I try to hide those things because I don't want people to think I'm weak, I guess is what it is.
I kind of get frozen in that time when we lost.
Yep.
So
people say that with good intention. Like they're thinking, how do you get past this? And what can I do to help you? And it's not something they can relate to very easy. They don't do it with ill intention, but it sometimes can come across like that With, yeah, you have no idea what I'm really dealing with.
They have good intentions, like you.
And they
Yep.
do. I don't fault anybody. And I try to answer them honestly. I don't try to say, oh, I'm fine. I said, yeah, it's hard. It'll always be hard, but he's always here. And like I say, that little phone thing I have recording helps me so much to just hear his voice and look at a picture while he's talking to me. Because he sounds just
Right.
like he was always talking to me.
He would call and talk to her all hours of the night.
I'd
Didn't
call
matter.
all
He
the
would just
time.
call
He-
at 2 o'clock in the morning. Hey, Mom, how are you doing?
He loved his mom. He'll tell you that I was
Yep.
number 3 on his list. It was Evan, Aiden, and Mom.
He used to talk to my mom on a regular basis.
You know, I used to talk to your mom about Adam and your brother on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Good conversations. We helped each other out in that way.
What-
That's an easy person to talk to.
Yeah,
What's that?
Would talk to you about
Yes.
it. Didn't keep things back.
He had an opinion about it. He would tell you.
He was a good boy.
But then he'd laugh.
What things would you give as advice to somebody that's just lost a child? If you could go back and look at yourself at that point, what kind of things would you like to know, or somebody could have spoken to you, or is there things that actually do help?
Tell you the best thing for people to do is just know that there's no right way to grieve. It's something that you have to do on your own, and your own feelings, your own emotions have to come out the way that you want them to come out, not the way anybody else expects it to be. I turn to the Word. That helps you more than you would ever know. You can look in the Bible and find places of comfort. You can find different things that will help you in sorrow and loss. Just read those things, because if you're not a believer, but He's there for you. He is there to help you through all of this. And that has been my strength. If I didn't have God in my life, I would have been a mess, because He's lifted me up and carried me through all of this. You know, and I think about it, Rick, that God knows how I feel, because He lost His son. He knows how I feel. He knows how much I hurt. He's understanding of that, and that just helps me. But they need to
Denny,
know their grieving is their own.
Yes.
Somebody else's. They need to do what they need to do to get better.
when Denny, just like from your perspective, I know for me it took a while to look back, because you're trying to really support the people in your family that are all grieving, and sometimes it's easy to push your feelings back too. And I know Adam was your stepson, but family is family. So I know it impacted you a lot, but how did you deal with that grief?
Like you said, there's no rules to grieving. It'll come. One day it just hits you. And then you start kind of thinking about the smiles.
Sorry, you get emotional.
It's okay.
He loved Adam.
Yeah.
You get to the point where you start thinking about the good times, the smiles, the happiness, listening to him laugh. You start blocking out all the bad times.
Yeah.
And you kind of compartmentalize it, stick it in your head, put it places to hold it until you can deal with it.
Well, do you have family that looked to you and said, how do we deal with it? Or everybody had their own pain with it, while you're having a pain that's at another level from it?
The only thing I can really remember afterwards, I mean, it's kind of crazy. We did it after Evan died, too. We make a slip and slide down the hill. You've seen videos of it.
Oh, yeah.
The first time we did that was just after Evan died. And it helped us all to be together, laughing and having a good time. And we did that just a little while after Adam died. Our family, the big thing that gets us through this, the kids and their kids, their wives, because we're all there for each other, and we all know that we're there for each other no matter what. It's all of us that help each other through the whole thing. We do have friends, but it's our family that really, we get together. We don't keep quiet about Adam or Evan. We talk about them. We include them in the things that we're, like they would be there. That's the thing that gets us through our family.
But we're not
Just-
afraid to bring him up
no.
to get somebody upset or worried or something. We just talk about him like he's still here.
But I don't talk
Yeah.
about Adam to my sister, and that friend from school that lost their daughter. We talk if something is really bad and I'm feeling really bad. I know I can call them and talk with them. It's really Rick. It's our family.
Yeah.
Our family. We got a deep love for one another and a deep strength with each other. I think all this made us even stronger together.
After this loss, do you view life or priorities differently? It sounds like family consolidated more, but are other things that changed perspective on life?
I don't go very much anymore. I don't go shopping. I'm retired. That might have something to do with it too. I stay home.
You spend a
Hard.
lot of time with the grandkids, and it still does. But now they're older to the point where we're just old people.
They still come through.
She took them on trips and done things with them together.
I don't think you ever get to be the same person you were before. I can sense in myself, and I think about it a lot. I'm very tense all the time. I always sit with my hands, and I never used to be that way. I guess I want to say I'm not as fun-loving as I used to be. There's a part of the fun part of me that is gone. That's the sadness, I think, that lingers and stays there because I don't think I've ever really had anybody to really sit down and talk about it. I got Denny, and he'll talk to me as much as I want to talk, but I'm kind of a closed up person sometimes, and that's not always the best way to be. I'm one of those independent person that thinks I can do it all by myself, and I can't. I know I can't, but it's hard sometimes. I know I have changed from the person I used to be in a lot of ways.
It seems to be a lot of people with broken leg or something. They don't walk the same anymore. People that lost vision in one eye, they can't see as well anymore. Just broken, and you get used to it. What's there? It's always going to be there.
With a woman, it's a part of me. I mean, he was a part of me, and he grew inside of me. There's a part of me that's gone. There's a part of my heart that's broken and will never be healed. And I know that. So I deal with that as best I can.
You have your good days,
Well,
bad days, and when your bad days come out, just reach out for somebody to help.
even though you know you're going to see them again and forever, it's still very hard in the present tense to not have them with you.
It's
Yeah.
awful. It's really awful. It's even something that's so hard to explain.
Sunday was
Yep.
All Saints Day for Lutherans, the Lutheran Church, and there's a song that they play, "If You Can See Me Now." It talks about pain's gone.
They're walking.
They're just happy. You wouldn't want me to come back right now. You want me to stay here where I'm at. That's a hard one.
Yes. And at church a lot, I have teary times because there's so many songs that touch your heart about being with God, and I know that's where all my people are. My son, my grandson, my sister, my mom, my dad, Bob, and I just there's little pieces just keep going away and going away. So little pieces of you just gnaw and go away. But the biggest piece there, and even more than Evan, I miss Adam so much.
Yeah. Well, I know the church thing because we go every week, and my mom passed away Saturday. Some of those songs hit you. There was an old hymn they used to always sing growing up, and it's like, oh, my mom would have loved to hear this, and it just reminds you so much of them.
That's how I am about my mom. We used to always talk about the birds because we're bird lovers. And I'll sit there and I'll think, oh, I should call Mom and tell her I saw that. Oh, I can call her. It's those kind of things that they just pop up sometimes. Oh,
Right.
I need to call and tell them this. No, you can't call them and tell them that.
I honestly don't know how somebody would through this without faith.
I hear you.
I'm sure there are some folks out there that are agnostics or atheists or whatever they are. I don't know how they go through life.
I don't know how they through death
Yeah.
of a child. I don't know how they could do that on their own. Because it is the hardest thing as a mom you ever have to do.
Well, this grief is documented that it is the most difficult grief, like it's enduring. It's like 91% of people that lose a child, that grief lasts their entire lifetime.
It's not
It's not
right.
supposed to happen.
It's not.
Child, they're supposed to bury you.
Yep.
It's just not the way of life.
I really appreciate you guys taking the time and sharing, because I know it's not easy to talk about something that's so close to your heart. Super appreciate you coming on doing that.
Anytime you need anything, just let us know. Cause I used to go out and get eagle pictures. We went out every winter. We would drive the country roads along the river and take pictures of eagles and stuff. We haven't done that since they passed.
I take a lot of bird pictures, so I might have to text you some of those when I get some really good ones.
Yeah, just those little joyful things that you got joy from. It's just not there.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, it is. People that are going to go through it need to realize that it probably is a depression that you got to get yourself out of. If you got to get pills from your doctor, talk to them. Tell them how you're feeling.
Right.
I've talked to my doctor about it, and I always end up crying when I'm there talking to him. They'll give you what you need if you need it, but I don't like taking that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Not be who you're really supposed to be anyway. I'm trying harder to be who I used to, but I don't think I ever will be again, and that's okay. I've acknowledged that. I've come to understand I won't be the same person anymore. Somebody's missing.
Yeah.
So
Thank you guys. Really appreciate it for taking the time to do this.
take care of yourself, Rick.
Okay.